Approximately 1400 years ago, a malicious plot was devised against our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This same plot continues today, now targeting the leaders of nations. What is it? Black magic. What I am about to tell you may seem strange. Men learned to practice magic through two angels, Harut and Marut. There are many fascinating stories about these two angels mentioned in the Quran. Distinguishing legend from reality can be difficult, but if you are ready to discover them more closely, let's begin. A prophet from the Arabian Peninsula saw his influence spread across the world, becoming widely recognized, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. However, our prophet was rejected by some groups and even perceived as a threat. For a long time, the Quraysh tribe, to which the prophet belonged, took care of the pilgrims' food needs and the maintenance of the Kaaba. Despite this, a prophet was now among them. Unable to bear this situation, some Jews devised a diabolical plan to eliminate our prophet. They attempted to cast a spell on him using all the rituals they had learned. The spell did not penetrate the mind and thoughts of our prophet, having no effect on his ideas. However, this spell, which caused slight physical discomfort, was made using a comb, fallen hair, and a male palm tree bud. Allah Azza wa Jalla revealed to our prophet how and by whom this spell was made and where it was hidden. So, our prophet sent Ali and Amr to the well of Zervan, where the spell was concealed. They emptied the well, whose water had taken the color of henna, and lifted the stone to find the spell. According to the accounts, at that precise moment, Gabriel, Jibril alayhi salam, brought the surahs Al-Falaq and An-Nas, and with each verse recited, a knot of the spell unraveled. When the last knot was undone, our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was freed and quickly recovered. Thus, this event came to an end. But where and from whom did humanity learn to interfere in the lives of others through supernatural means? Now, I will take you to a cave located in Damascus, Syria, a place said to be secretly sought by even country leaders. This cave is believed to be connected to the two angels Harut and Marut mentioned in the Quran. The stories and accounts about them are so numerous and striking that it is necessary to check the reliability of the sources to avoid misinformation. Today, one of the most common methods to obtain information is online research. I investigated the sources of the most common information you encounter when searching for Harut and Marut on search engines. Let's now look at these most frequent pieces of information together, keeping in mind that only Allah Azza wa Jalla knows the truth. The Prophet Suleiman, is considered a king in Judaism and Christianity, but as a prophet and sovereign in Islam. He was the ruler of lands stretching from the Euphrates River to the Sinai Desert. However, one of the characteristics that distinguished him the most was his supernatural powers. During his reign, the region experienced peace, prosperity, and wealth. However, like all prophets, he also encountered difficulties. One of these difficulties was that the Israelites believed he obtained his supernatural powers through magic. As always, rumors circulated that the Prophet Solomon was a sorcerer. And perhaps unknowingly, we have seen him in the movie The Lord of the Rings as a witch king. There is an intriguing story about the angels Harut and Marut, who were said to have been sent to Babylon at a time when rumors about Solomon's sorcery, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, were spreading rapidly. These two angels were said to have begun teaching people the secrets of black magic. Another version of this story tells that Harut and Marut were sent to show the difference between the miracles granted by Allah Azza wa Jalla to Solomon and magic, to prove that Solomon was not a sorcerer. Even today it is said that the teachings of Harut and Marut are used by some secret societies. Before teaching magic, these angels always warned people that learning magic would lead to their damnation in hell. Those who accepted this fate could then learn the desired spells. Another controversial account reports that one day, the angels asked Allah Azza wa Jalla why He had created humans superior to them. They claimed that if they were in the place of humans, they would not commit sins and would continue to worship Allah endlessly. To prove this, Allah gave human desires to two angels and sent them to Babylon. Harut and Marut lived among humans by day and recited a prayer at night to return to heaven. After some time, they succumbed to their desires and fell in love with a woman named Zura. By teaching her a sacred prayer, they committed a sin. As a result, Allah punished them by suspending them upside down in a cave until the day of judgment. To avoid any confusion, it is important to note that this story is not found in authentic hadiths nor in the Quran. These accounts come from Israelite traditions and cannot be verified. According to the Quran, the angels Harut and Marut were sent to teach magic to people as a trial. They warned that learning magic would lead to damnation. Despite this, people learned spells to cause discord. However, these spells could not harm anyone without Allah's permission. The Quran clearly mentions the existence of Harut and Marut and their teaching of magic. Despite the obvious dangers and the threat of hell, some people continue to engage in these practices, ignoring the spiritual and ethical consequences of their actions. There is another intriguing rumor that even today, some people still seek the secrets of Harut and Marut for malicious purposes. But how can they find them? Where are Harut and Marut currently? This is where the Jinn come into play. It is believed that the only way to contact Harut and Marut is through sorcerers capable of performing powerful spells using Jinn. According to some ancient scholars, Harut and Marut reside in a cave in Damascus, Syria. The stories about this are truly terrifying. It is said that one evening, an expert sorcerer in magic was contacted by one of his jinn, who suggested going to Damascus to learn the secrets of Harut and Marut on his behalf. After some time, the sorcerer decided to go to this cave himself with the help of the jinn. When he arrived in Damascus and found the entrance to the cave, he reportedly met Harut and Marut there, according to the legend. The legend says that this sorcerer learned from Harut and Marut a spell intended to trigger a war between two nations, despite the certainty that it would lead him to hell. Are these stories true? We do not know, but it raises an important question. Are there spells capable of causing conflicts between countries, just like those that cause disputes between spouses or illnesses? Theories about the United States' attempts to manipulate Syria even include references to Harut and Marut. This may seem strange, but it is time to ask if world leaders could really be involved in witchcraft practices. For example, a group of advanced witches gathered in front of Trump Tower during Donald Trump's presidency. They had organized this meeting on social media through groups called Beamed Trump Spell and gathered on the scheduled date, the night of February 24th, 25, when the moon transitioned from a crescent to a full moon. The participants brought various items necessary for their ritual: an unflattering photo of Trump, a bowl of water, a tarot card representing a tower, and an orange candle. The announcement of these rituals attracted the attention of thousands of people on Facebook and Twitter, and even the famous singer Lana Del Rey showed her support by sharing the ritual dates. These witches repeated their rituals on full moon nights for several months in front of Trump's residence, sharing photos of their actions on social media with the hashtag #MagicResistance. Although these actions did not have the desired short-term effect, shortly afterward, a fire broke out in a Trump hotel room, drawing attention to these events. In Turkey, such practices have also been mentioned in the media. Reports have circulated about attempts of witchcraft against political leaders. This raises a broader question. Could other nations use witchcraft to harm their adversaries? And if so, how do we defend ourselves against such threats? For those who doubt that states might resort to witchcraft, consider this. In Russia, a group of witches, calling themselves the Invincible Empire of Witches, organizes rituals in support of Vladimir Putin. They gathered in Moscow, dressed in black, with spellbooks, to cast curses against Russia's enemies and protect their country from black magic. The High Witch, Alia Napoleon, ended their ritual with these words: "O you who attack us with evil, who leave us with evil, and who destroy us with evil, may you be cursed for eternity." All these stories may seem incredible, but do not worry. If some states have plans of black magic and defense mechanisms, we have, on our side, the protection of Allah Azza wa Jalla, and, by His permission, the efforts of the righteous to neutralize these spells. See you soon in the next video. Whoever helps to do a good deed for Allah will receive a share of the reward. Whoever helps in doing a bad deed will receive a share of the sin. Allah sees everything and rewards everyone according to their deeds. So I encourage you to subscribe to help us grow and reach a wider audience, perhaps including non-Muslim people who might be inspired to embrace Islam through our content. Remember, he who facilitates a good deed is like the one who accomplishes it. If I made any errors in my remarks, please forgive me. These errors are my own and do not reflect Islam or the words of Allah. I hope to see you again very soon for a new video. Until then, may Allah keep you safe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.